it. People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a ring.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. They find some open field here. And they will bring this one back. A final return for a Texans touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
13 yards. First down, Browns.
Mayfield on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd down.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings
off of play action. It's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They run again on first down, Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Browns.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The extra point.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. Cooks flashing the footwork. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flush to his right. David Johnson here on the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd.
Watson now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Watson off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have cut it to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Everson Griffin, and this Texans defense stands tall. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll run here with Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, 30 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Texans 21. Browns.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Jamie Gillendown. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return comes Cobb. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. And what? Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. I'm going to come back to you. 24. Back to you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
And they run the option on second down. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
That's the reason we bought for
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? Do you see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game? They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Mayfield tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a run with Edwards, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Lindsey, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
17.